What's up YouTube, it's your boy Barcode, I'm back with another video. Today's video I'm on my free-to-play main account, and I'm going to show you one of the most funnest teams I've ever made. It can work in a lot of different dungeons. I just need to work on ascensions, some gear, and a couple glyphs. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy thing, so you know when I post a video. Let's get to it. Alright, this team is gonna be great in my opinion. I really need to work on some ascensions so I can get their trait up, but this team will work in a lot of different places. One being a wood guild boss, in No Man's Land, Bane Wraith, Lord of Holy Light, even Shadow Captive. Pretty much every single dungeon here. Maybe not Ash, and I would replace Ash with about like 1 or 2 different people. And I think even Bounty Hunt, depending on what the main boss is. Because once you kill the main boss, all the other ads die. Let me show you the team right here. There's 3 main DPS and 1 is being Jacob. Jacob is a madman. He gets so many turns from his Bloodlust ultimate, also with the bonus attacks that he selects an ally. Every time they do a basic attack, he does as well. His Intrigue procs that lowers the defense of the enemy. He gets so much raged, especially with all the other characters that I'm going to show you today. He has full rage every time he uses this Bloodlust, except for the very first turn of the whole round, right? It's so crazy. And then I also have him on some crap gear of Curse set. It's crit damage. This crit is a little low. It's like 78%. I mean, it's still pretty good, but attack on the necklace. I need to boost up that gear. Here's an attack on a Raider boot, and it's a curse set with a broken offset. Now, you add Jacob with Arendelle. I really need to get Arendelle's second ascension so that I can get the bonus crit damage. Because once I get that, he's going to blow up. He's another rage character. The more attacks he gets, the more rage he gets. Anytime an ally crits on your team, he gets a bonus attack, granting 1 rage. He has a defense break, granting him 2 rage on his basic attack, which is huge when you line that up with other people. He gets a bonus crit damage buff when you get to that second ascension from his trait. And his ultimate blows up, does a lot of damage. The more rage he has, the damage increases by 5% for each. Definitely need one more dupe of him. I really hope I get it soon. He's on double warrior and a broken offset. It's really just to get him as much crit rate as possible. But he has attack percent on the boots, crit damage on the ring, and attack percent on the necklace, obviously. Now you got Jacob doing his thing, you got Arendelle doing his thing, and then you have Scarlet. I need her Ascension 5 as soon as possible. It's going to take so long for me. But once I get that, this team is going to blow up. With her bleeding and the trait when she gets 5 ascensions to do 50% more damage from bleeding, the amount of hits this team does apply so many bleeds. Pretty much maxes out the bleeds. And the wolves hitting every single time my whole team does an attack on someone who's bleeding, it's gonna be huge, and I just need the 6-star her for more attack percent so her bleeds do more damage. I need to get her 5th ascension. Also need to work on her glyphs. I haven't really been working on her because I don't have her at that 5th ascension. But here's her gear, full warrior set, obviously with what she needs to be. Attack percent in every single spot because obviously the more attack you have, the more damage the bleeds do. Now with the 4th and final spot, this really depends on what dungeon you're going to. You're either A, going to bring a William, but we know what William does. You need that trait to help your team, and this trait makes Jacob and Arendelle hit so hard. This is more of a speed comp. When your damage dealers get super high ascensions and 6-star and really good gear, I'd probably bring William pretty much everywhere so that's just speed clears. However, in certain instances, you may need to survive or may need that attack buff a little bit longer. So in that case, you want to bring a Connor. Everybody knows Connor for that shield and attack buff and also the heal and the 3rd skill. Definitely huge. If you have Brand, you could probably bring in Brand instead. Brand will give you the shields, the dispels, the defense buff, and the attack buff. But this is the free-to-play channel, so we bring Connor. Now with my crap gear, low ascensions, let's see what this team can do. It's really fun to watch, but let's see what it can do overall. Let's first take it into the Wood Guild boss. I'm going to bring in the defense break and the heal over time spells. The defense break just to get that initial burst, hopefully it lands. But let's see what it can do. And I'm putting this thing on auto because why not? We don't have time to manual these things, especially in like videos like this, right? I could, but I got other content to show you guys with this team, so I'm just trying to speed it up as much as possible, right? So we got the defense break off. Now we got the bleeding up. Now we got Arendelle doing the bonus attack because Scarlet crit. Arendelle does his ultimate and does damage. Wolf goes off because obviously I hit someone who's bleeding. Here we go. Jacob and the wolf doing his thing. The wolf is going to take so many attacks. It's going to be crazy. Jacob, and there you go again. So much damage, so many attacks. It's so fun to watch. It's just like when three people attack like that, it's crazy. When Scarlet attacks and crits, because I only have like 50% crit on Scarlet right now, but when Scarlet crits, right, it's obviously Arendelle, and if she's selected to be Jacob's ally, it's 4 people hitting, and it's so much damage. It's crazy. But let's see what we do here. Obviously, on manual, we would get a lot farther. And I'm thinking about maybe putting in the lethal spell where you die. I can't ever remember, Gaia's Mercy or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But here you go. Just watch Jacob do his thing, right? Oh, of course he didn't crit. Yeah. But anyway, every time he crits, Arendelle is going to attack, the wolf's going to attack, right? And this is full madness. And he's building up his madness. He's getting more attack percent attack buff from the madness. It's just going up and going up. So many hits. It's so fun to watch, right? And we're only on round 4. That's the end of round 4. So here's round 5, right? We got the attack buff and the shield once again. So here we go. More attacking, more attacking. Here's Arendelle. Man, I wish I had his second ascension, so that crit damage buff would be nice. There we go. Just more attacks, more attacks. If this wasn't a wood boss, I'd probably bring in William for speed, but he dies pretty quickly just because he's the wrong element, and he gets that extra attack on William because he's water. So almost already at level 20 with this crap gear, low ascensions in round 6. So pretty cool to watch. I really enjoy this team. My guys are low. Arendelle is going to die on this single target attack here pretty shortly. So he's the main target here, which sucks because he's Forest. But what can you do? But yeah, we're doing damage here now, and Jacob's probably going to die from all the damage that the boss reflects. Maybe it only goes off once, but there we go. Now he's dead. So the wolf's dead, Scarlet's dead. We did hit level 20, 141k with this crap gear, low ascensions. But it works, especially if you need that level 20 already. If you have this team built up, it's a good way to get it down, right? But yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much it. You know, Connor's not going to be able to do any much more damage anyway. So GG. So that's Wood Guild boss level 20, easy peasy, right? It's so fun to watch. For shits and giggles, let's see what William can do. I'm gonna bring in the Gaia's Renewal. No, it's not Gaia's Renewal. It's Shield of Mercy. I'm gonna bring in Shield of Mercy and hopefully take it off of auto before it casts and put it on William and see what we can do here. All right, I got it off of auto real quick. All right, so we have Shield of Mercy. I'm gonna put that on William so that he doesn't die too quickly. But now I'm just gonna auto it because why not? Why? I don't have time to manually these things. You know, I got a lot of stuff to do. Didn't get the armor break off, obviously, but that's okay. Maybe the bonus damage to bonus attacks from William will suffice without an armor break. But we will see what happens here. So Jacob with the madness, bonus attack. Doesn't really go off. I think Curse is bugged with madness when he gets a bonus attack. Not 100% sure, but I'll have to look at that later. But Scarlet's not really, the wolf is not, I know it's like a low percent for him to apply a bleed, but not really doing his thing. But we got the bonus damage from William's trait. Can't really tell. Did William already die and lose his shield? Oh no, I think the wood boss actually removes the buffs, right? I think that's the case. I'll have to look at that. Blah blah blah. Yep, removes effects. So shield and really heal over time doesn't really help you here. You probably want to just go straight damage because and no buffs because I mean that kind of sucks. Not even Connor is really good on this boss, but whatever. So yeah, here we go. So here's Jacob doing his thing. Very nice, full madness. So it's gonna be a lot of damage here. 4,100. I'll have to check the damage meters after. I didn't do that on the first time, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to, but yeah. So at least with William here, you know, he'll be targeted first. Arundel will die second. So look, I'm already at 110,000 in round 4, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. I'm already almost at level 20, so maybe I'll beat my last run of it. So attack buff versus William. You know, I don't know. It really just depends here because I'm about to die anyway. But I did get Shield of Mercy on Arundel, which is nice. So I feel like with the Ascensions, getting Scarlet up, that's 50% more bleeding. So that's huge. This AoE might wipe the team. So I'll probably have... Nope, we're still good. We're still good. So let's see what we got here. Come on. Don't die, Jacob. Don't die from that reflect. Is he going to die? Nope, he's good. Oh, hey, beat the last round. Beat the last round. So William actually did better than Connor, which is crazy. I wouldn't have thought that. I guess the trait really did a little bit better. Level 21 too. So yeah, the wolf keeps Scarlet alive. The bleeding goes off. Joint attacks. Maybe the wood boss doesn't have reflect. I thought he did. I don't know. I feel like that's how like somebody else died. Maybe it was just the bleeds. 177k. Not too shabby, man. That's the team right there for wood boss anyway. Just need to work on their ascensions and getting Scarlet 6 skill, 6 star, better gear. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so here's Tulpa. It's gonna go straight for the boss. It's really fun to watch. I think this is stage 10, mind you. Once I get some better ascensions, I should be able to out survive it. Glyph them up a little bit more, because usually like Arundel or Scarlet dies on stage 11 in the waves. So that's a problem. So I need to figure that out. But it's more like gear, substats, HP, and the defense while getting crit rate and crit damage and attack. So yeah, so it's just a gear thing. And glyphs. I need to work on Arendel's glyphs a little bit more. But yeah, as you see, like this is with Connor. So many attacks. One big thing, he gets a lot of counter attacks off, but he only gets one buff. So it's not too big of a deal. So let's see. We have a lot of bleeds on him. We got intrigue. We got defense break. So here we go. Arundel. I sometimes use the revive spell, but when I use Connor, I really don't need to. Arundel usually survives, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so much rage. Jacob has full rage already. Arendel's pretty close to full rage. I think by the time his ultimate goes off, it'll be fine. Yeah, see, he's gonna have full rage here in a second anyway. Jacob's about to like mass murder him on his next turn. Shield's already almost dead after just one turn of Tulpa. So Shield's dead, and now it's pretty much GG. Jacob's gonna finish this off after the boss goes, and from 38% pretty much to 0. So especially with all the bleeding that's on him too. So it's like he's at 33 right now. And then with all the joint attacks, bonus attacks from Jacob, it's pretty much GG. Sometimes he gets a couple counterattacks on him because he attacks so much. So yeah, as you can see. So and GG. I mean that's pretty much it right there. Just need to work on him for Tulpa 11, and I feel like Tulpa 12 I should be able to do it too. Here's the damage. Scarlet and Arundel really just the same. Jacob just blows up. So it's really fun to watch though. I just love watching all the joint attacks, bonus attacks. It's so fun. I've been really slacking on Ashe, and really because I just pulled Natalia. So I need to 6-star her, glyph her up, gear her up. And then instead of bring Arundel, I'm going to bring Natalia. And I feel like I'm going to be able to clear Ashe with that team as well. Instead of Connor, I'd use William. I think William, Jacob, Natalia, and Scarlet will be able to clear Ashe. At least a speed clear anyway. We'll see what happens. Queen of Tides really doesn't work. I mean, Jacob and Scarlet would have to go. You bring in William. But Arundel alone probably won't be enough damage. So really, Queen's the only dungeon where this team probably would not work. But then we have Witch and Gemini. This team would definitely work in any of the higher levels, in my opinion. You just need to have good gear and high ascensions, and I think it'll be totally fine. Gemini, the hardest dungeon in this game. He hits so hard, it's ridiculous. I'm thinking this team might not work just because of this insatiable, the Fury skill. Anyway, every time he gets attacked, he gets a stack of fury. So I feel like more like just a single target, huge damage, probably HP based, enemy HP based, is probably going to be better for this. The less attacks on the boss, the better. Yeah, the problem here is he already has full fury and I get wiped. So I don't think this team's going to work for Gemini either. Unless you have really good gear maybe, but we'll see. I'll have to test it out when they're a little bit stronger. So I think my main concern right now with this team is gear and ascensions, obviously, but the speed. The speed is what's killing me, I feel like, in some dungeons, because the waves are just like destroying my team. So really the fastest person is Connor and William, and then it's Scarlet, I think, just by base stats alone, and then it's Arendelle. Yeah, so between those two, I mean, they still aren't faster than the waves in Witch in wave 9, except for Connor William. This is 130 is not enough. So I would like to see what speed is needed for each stage. I might actually do that on a different video or something, or some kind of spreadsheet or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, a speed, I need to buff up their gear, obviously, better substats, etc. That's it for today's video. I just wanted to showcase these teams. It's so fun to watch these three blow things up. I like to see somebody with like full ascensions, obviously like pay to win or pay to advance quicker. But someone who has these monsters, heroes, leveled up, full ascension, whatever the case may be, great gear, and see what they can do. If you like the content, you know what to do. Sub, like, ding ding bell. See you in the next one. Peace.